Hello everyone. Little update video, kind of just to throw out some things going on. Some of you may have noticed that I have a Twitter link in my some of my videos, which is going to be a bitch to get that Twitter link in every single one of them, unless I can figure out a way to mass put it in. Do something that says, "Oh, put this in all video descriptions," which I don't think YouTube even has that. But anyways, I have a Twitter now. I posted the link on Facebook or on my Facebook page, although I don't have that many likes on it. But anyways, to get on with some other topics, there's two main things I'm going to cover. One is Capcom, two is Insidious 2. And I'm going to start with the positive, and that's Insidious 2. I saw that last night with a group of friends. I liked it. I liked it a lot more than I liked the first one. Even though they had that kind of the whole, let's go into the further, which it kind of had me scratching my head in the first one, and I was just like, you're about to lose me, and it kind of did. But at the same time, I look back on it now, and it's still a good movie. I mean, James Wan's been on a freaking roll with The Conjuring. I love The Conjuring. That was a well-made horror movie. I mean, nothing new to the whole formula. It was pretty standard, but it pulled off really well. I enjoyed it. It was a good time, and the same goes for Insidious 2. It wasn't really scary. It was creepy, but it had an interesting plot, and the story kept being interesting, and up until the end, it was really well done. Patrick Wilson, I thought, was the best actor, hands down, in that entire movie. Best actor. And then I forget her name. I think it's like Rose something. She was really good too, but Patrick Wilson just stole the show. Just you see him, and I'm not spoiling much, but you see him start to kind of deteriorate, and you just really see him just lose his fucking mind, and it's actually kind of scary watching him. Like, I thought he was more scary than half of the jump scares that they threw in there. But to now move on to Capcom, who's now pretty much in the financial shithole. Gee, I wonder why. And I'm going to get on to why that is. A lot of videos have already covered this. A lot of people already know about this. It's nothing new. But for those of you who don't know, basically Capcom has $152 million in the bank. For a company like them, that is not a lot of money. That is bad. That is very, very bad, especially for them. But, we take a look at why this is. You look at Mega Man. They've canceled game after game after game of one of their top-selling franchises for no fucking reason. And then all the head honchos behind that have all left the company because they're like, well, you know what? There's nothing here for me, so fuck it. Number two, is the outsourcing of Devil May Cry to Ninja Theory. Now, I have not played Devil May Cry DMC. I played a little bit of it, but I haven't played much of it. I thought it was a good game, but the reboot was unnecessary. Giving it to Ninja Theory was also unnecessary, and they completely destroyed a very popular, icon, because a lot of people are still like, they don't like the new Dante, and I don't blame them. But I mean, is that a reason not to buy the game? No, not really. I mean, if it's a good game, it's a good game. It's like Resident Evil 4. It's not, the same good as the original ones, but it's still good in its own rights. The same goes for 5, and to a degree 6. I mean, I'll admit 6 is a very mixed bag, which is funny because it takes about every genre you can think of and throws it into one game, and it tries to be too much at the same time. And I know I made a video rant about the game reviewers bashing it, but that had more to do with the hypocrisy and less to do with them giving it negative reviews. And that's just because they were praising the fuck out of 4 and 5, and then they just said, oh, no, 6 is garbage. That was what I was getting onto them about. Had they been giving 4 like some, some like 80s or whatever, and then 5 got some 6s and 7s, and then 6 got the 4s and 5s or whatever, then I would have been like, oh, okay, well, they're being consistent because, yes, the titles are getting progressively worse in terms of the characters, the story, and the fact that they so classify themselves as survival horror, and there are better action shooters out there. Call of Duty is a good game. I don't own a copy of it, but I've played it. It's really fun when you have a group of people. It really is, especially people you know. It's really fun. It can be a really fun experience. However, not every flippin' shooter game has to be Call of Duty. And that's where I think that's the main reason the Resident Evil franchise has just been on a downhill trend, and Capcom has now been like, oh, okay, now we see the problem. We need to go back to our survival horror roots. Gee, you fucking think, dumbasses. And then we get to the fourth one, and that's Street Fighter 4, which hasn't really been fucked over as much as the other 3 I just listed, especially the first one, Mega Man. That one's just been shat on. And that has to do with the fact that they've been carbon copying Street Fighter 4, as far as I know. And somebody, if I'm wrong, by all means correct me, but from what I understand, they've just been cloning Street Fighter 4, just adding more to that game and it's just not adding any new variety. They're just making money off the DLC that they release for like alternate costumes or some shit. I don't really follow Street Fighter games. I haven't played a Street Fighter game since the PS1 was like the big thing, and that was when I was playing like Capcom versus Marvel or something like that. It was one of the Capcom versus games. I forget which one, but with Capcom only having $152 million in the bank, yeah, it's not looking so good for them. It really, excuse me, it really isn't looking good, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. The consumers have been pissed off at them for like the last 5 years, and they haven't been paying attention. They haven't been listening. It's almost like they want to tank. Like, they want to just suck so fucking bad and then sell themselves to some other company, which I hope Nintendo, if anybody buys them, I hope it's Nintendo. However, in saying that, I also hope Nintendo doesn't just keep all the titles on the Wii or on the DS or anything like that. I hope they still sell them to like the PS4, the PC, and then the Xbox One. So, and you know, they got Dead Rising 3 coming out as an Xbox One exclusive, which in terms of where they're at right now is not a good idea, because that's closing out two separate markets of the PC and the PS4. However, I can see them releasing it for the PC later on down the line, like after the Xbox One launch and after it's been released for a little while, they'll probably port it over to the PC, because I think they did that with Dead Rising 1 and 2. I don't remember if Dead Rising 2 made it to the PS3. I know it was on the 360 because I owned a copy of it for a while. And then it also later came out for the PC. Actually, no, it came out for the PC around the same time as the 360, so yeah. But that's about all I wanted to cover. And then, like I said before, I have a Twitter now. I made it off on a limb. I'm just like, maybe I can reach out to more people with a Twitter. Maybe it's easier for you guys to kind of throw your thoughts out and stuff like that instead of just Facebook, because my Facebook page has just been kind of, I don't do much with it. But in either case, I'm going to work with both of them to kind of, keep you guys updated so you don't have to just check YouTube. I'm trying to spread myself out some to kind of increase my subscriber limit. I'm doing what I can to try to reel in more subscribers. I'm trying to take on games that people haven't done a lot of. I uploaded, Dead Space. It's been getting like next to no views, so that's no big deal though. I mean, it'll sit there, it'll accumulate them, and then that'll just mean like, oh, okay, well, that's not doing so well. I'll let Dead Spaces 2 and 3 just kind of sit and chill, because they can do that. They're sitting on a hard drive that's, not even halfway full, and then I'll focus more on games that, I said I was going to Let's Play and I haven't gotten to yet, and then I need to get to Tiberian stuff. The problem is, and I wanted to also do Generals, is that Bandicam can be a pain in the ass a lot of the times, and it can work really well a lot of the times. It's a 50-50 mixed bag. With the way it is now, it looks like I'm going to have to use Fraps, which I'll do a test video, see how it runs with Fraps. I'm not so much worried about file size, just so much as I am the quality. And Fraps isn't as adjustable as Bandicam is, and that's what I love about Bandicam, is I can set the quality to however I want. Whereas Fraps is just, record, go, record, go. I mean, it'll shoot in HD, so I'm not too bothered about it. You'll still get the 720p, but I just wanted to throw a quick thing out there for you guys, and stay tuned for more Let's Plays. I guess to give you a little quick preview before I end this video. Right now, I've got, like I said, I got Dead Space uploaded. It's up, it's running. The whole 17 parts is up. I gotta finish uploading StarCraft 2, and then the current section of Skyrim that I got. Skyrim's gonna take a while to upload, so you'll see it be uploaded off and on. And then I'm gonna start uploading Tenchu and Silent Hill, both of which I've recorded already. And I'm going to start getting Red Alert 3 up and running, which I'm on the last mission of the Japanese, and it's the last few missions of each campaign have been kicking my ass. I'm playing it on hard, so I'm kind of understanding, but you'll see me get frustrated a few times. Hopefully it entertains you guys, because it's like, oh man, he's doing so many stupid blunders. Now it might piss you off, because you're like, oh my god, why didn't you do it this way? Why didn't you do it that way? But in either case, I never claim to be the best player at anything. I'm an average gamer at best. I'd say a casual gamer even, because that's why things like Resident Evil 6, I can just play and be like, man, whatever. But I understand why people get pissed off when they get pissed off about things like that. But anyways, that's to give you guys a little update on that as well. So check out the Twitter. I got the link in. I got it in the Dead Space videos. I got it in Tiberian Sun, most of the Tiberian Sun videos, and then some of the other reviews that I've done for like movies. The old ones just kind of sitting there collecting dust on my YouTube playlist. So see you all around.